I could do anything. So I'm really able to fit in any place. But the artists that I get most compared to are like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, that type of style. Even though I don't really feel that way. Like my personal vibe of what I go for when I'm trying to make music, I really just want to be Jay-Z. I want to be on that level of like
444 Jay-Z?
No, I mean like Jay-Z, like Blueprint and type level of that. Like that's what my level is. Like I personally, when I rap, whenever I touch a mic, I want to just kill like Rockefeller was. I try to go in Beanie Siegel straight freeway, but I'm smart. So it's hard because I say big words. So
it's hard. I love this. Yeah. Oh my God, please speak petty to me.
Like it's on some real stuff though. Like they were a lot more street. They were not really into anything more educated. So when they start talking, it's just super hood and super street, but not a lot of smart shit. They don't know like too many big words. It was just like, I'm gonna kill this nigga with the gun I got. They can't think of like a more clever way to say that. Mm-hmm. So my lyrics come off real clever and real smart. So it's always gets more compared to like Kendrick or J. Cole. When I personally just feel I'm me. I'm a new artist that y'all haven't seen before because I could blend both worlds so great. I could blend the backpack rap with some real street shit because I've been through street shit, but I'm a smart kid. I never got in trouble for anything I did. I lived a street life, but I was still good. Never had to go to jail, never had anything like that. So
if you had to categorize yourself into your own genre, what would it be?
Music. That's the only genre I could fit into. It's just music. And I could do literally any type of music. I want to see myself eventually making rock songs.
If you do a country song, I'm going to sit here like, what the fuck?
I could do it, yo. Little Nas X did it. I could do it. But I'll do it better, though. Like, if I make a country song, I'm going to go all in. I'm not going to half-ass it.
What are you going to do, get Dolly Parton to do it with you?
Maybe. Or if George Strait is still here, I make him do it. Whoever.
George Strait alive?
Is he alive? Yo, I'm like... F it, if he not alive, I'll remix one of his old songs. We could do All My Exes Live in Texas again.
Wow.
I got exes in Texas.
I got exes and I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I could do it. Like, yeah. That's my idea though, is because I really love music as a whole. It's not just hip hop for me. Like, I love all music. I like classical music. I listen to all that. So I personally want all of that like shown in my music, that I was influenced by more than just hip hop. I wasn't just sitting around just listening to Beanie Siegel and Freeway all day. Sometimes I went and listened to Johann Pachelbel. Sometimes I went and listened to freaking Johann Bach. I listened to all these people. You feel me? Handel. I would listen to country music songs, but only by certain artists. I don't really like country music like that. And then I would listen to like rock heavy, System of a Down, Slipknot. Like,
and this is why we get along.
Yeah.
But my thing is, right, with knowing so much about music, right, how come you haven't really gotten your hand in producing?
I don't like making beats. It's hard. Just on the real simple thing. I don't like making beats. It's hard. I could sit down with a producer and work with them if they're good with the keys and stuff. Like, I got a MIDI keyboard and all that in my house. I got like the studio. I have the equipment to do it, and I have the programs to do it. And I just don't want to. Every time I sit down and try, it doesn't sound right to me because I also rap and I also write songs, like lyrics and stuff. And
so you a ghostwriter or like just a regular writer?
Oh, I ghostwrite too. I've ghostwritten for a couple of people. Like, I'm not going to say names and stuff because that's not cool. Like,
no, like totally that. Say names. Nah. Fuck it. What part of Inside the Rawrrzone do we not understand?
I feel the Inside the Rawrrzone stuff, but yo, people don't like being shouted out like that. They don't like being on the spot.
Drop like, one name.
I mean, the names are... The easiest way of me saying that I've ghostwritten is just people on my label. Like, the artists I work with, immediately, I've written for them too. Like,
You're not spilling no tea. Okay.
Nah, not that. That's one tea I'm not going to spill. I'm going to sip that tea real quietly.
Man. Like, we only get the Dame Dash story. Like, you can't slip us one more story. Like, we ain't that popping.
For the most part, it's not... A lot of people don't really want me to write for them because then it's plainly obvious I wrote it for you. Because if you can't come off that lyrical again, it's hard. Like, if I said I wrote something for Bleak, that's not that big of a deal because he could write just like that himself. But if I said I wrote something for like one of these artists in the industry, or Tiki, I wrote for Tiki. I actually helped him write this song he got on the Art of Seduction called Overtime. Like, me and him sat down and wrote that whole song together. But except for Bleak's verse, I wasn't there for that. Bleak just hopped on that. Like, there was originally 2 verses from Tiki, and now it's a Tiki verse and then a Bleak verse. So
and then a hook.
Yeah, in the hook. So he wrote the hook. I wrote the verse with him.
Okay.
Like, he came to me with just the beat and a hook. And I was like, yo, that's just fire. So then we sat down and wrote the verse together. Other than that, though, like, artists in the industry, I'm not going to say that. Like, because, yeah, they'll get mad. That might mess up my bag. I ain't trying to mess up the bag. You feel me? I'm not Quentin Miller. He should have watched his mouth talking about ghostwriting for Drake like that, because he could have kept ghostwriting for Drake.
Wasn't that the guy? Didn't he also ghostwrite for Cardi too?
No, the dude who ghostwrites for Cardi is Partisan Fontaine.
Okay.
That's who ghostwrites for Cardi. I know him too. Like, homeboy went to Sullivan County too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's from Newburgh. He's nice though. Like, honestly, so I do got a story about him, Partisan Fontaine. So I used to do like these talent shows and stuff at my college, and some girl from the school, she knew him. So she was like trying to bring him out to the college to like do a show, and he was going to do it. Like, he was going to perform after the talent show. I did my part of the show and won the competition. And then when they said that he was going to come out, I was like, tell him to battle me. And I like started going ham, like, yo, tell him to battle me. So he ended up not performing because of that. Because like there was like word that somebody wanted to battle him there and blah, blah, blah. So he was like, nah, fuck that. I'm not performing.
So he pussied out.
I mean, I'm not going to say he's pussy or whatever.
No, I didn't say he's pussy. I said he pussied out.
That's how I felt. Like, yo, like, you could have battled. Like, if you nice or whatever, and you really feel like you the nicest dude in the 845, it's because he was talking that shit. That's why I wanted to battle him. You feel me? Like, he was talking like he's the nicest dude in 845, nicest dude in upstate. I'm from upstate too, yo. I'm not trying to hear that. You feel me? Every artist that says that, I'm not trying to hear it. Same thing for the hoodies. I'm not trying to hear it. I got respect for them, but I'm not trying to hear it. I respect they move. I know Eben too. Homeboy's cool. E-Class is nice. His little brother's nice, Young Papa, but I'm not trying to hear that. The nicest in the 845, prove it. You feel me? Like, I got family out in St. Louis. Missouri's the show me state. You're going to have to show me. Like, if you really feel you the nicest, let all challenges come up. But a lot of them, they be trying to Hollywood, like, I'm the nicest, and nah, I ain't going to do nothing with you. Nah, drop tracks with dudes from the 845. You quick to hop on the city wave. You from the 845. You from Ellenville, fam. Parties from freaking Newburgh. Holla at us. See what's up. Really show that you the nicest dude out here. Like, I know mad people upstate who's dying to be able to rap with y'all. Y'all got all this good look, but y'all don't do no music with nobody from your area. You feel me? You quick to come straight to Brooklyn, quick to come to Queens, but you ain't gonna do no music in the 845? Nothing with none of the artists out there? It's crazy. But
here's the thing too, so I don't see a lot coming out from the 845.
Exactly.
Anything I hear from the 845, honestly, I hear it from Veg.
Yeah.
Because he puts me onto people from there.
There's a lot of talent out there, but the real is a lot of them don't claim the 845. They claim places in the city. You feel me? Like, they'll claim Brooklyn, they'll claim Queens.
But why do you think that is?
Because it's small. It's small, and it's hard for people to believe when you start talking gangster shit. When you're talking about guns clapping and shit, and you live in the suburbs. So people ain't trying to believe that. Even though the suburbs is getting worse than the city is right now. Like, Middletown, where I grew up, is crazy. Middletown's getting crazy, but people from the city, they not trying to hear that. They don't care. You still small town to them. It's a small ass town. Newburgh's murder rate is higher than anything in the city. Ever. Like, Newburgh's murder rate is ridiculously high. But nobody cares. They don't want to hear nothing gangster coming from a upstate dude's mouth. Unless you're from Buffalo. Then you can say whatever you want. Because Griselda could say all the gangster shit ever. You feel me? West Side Gun, Conway. They talk crazy gangster shit. People believe it because Buffalo get it popping like that. But people don't think Middletown do. People don't think Newburgh do. Like, we all the same. Like, it's still the same people. Grew up in the same type of lifestyle. We still do the same type of shit. So if you gang banging and you in Middletown, then you still gonna be doing some gang banging shit. You still gonna be doing some gangster stuff. You still gonna be walking around with straps like anyone else. The only difference is a smaller town. So the dude who you got beef with, you gonna see him again. So you probably gonna have to shoot him. Because you're gonna see him again. Because every time you go out, he's going out. And y'all going to the same goddamn club. Because there's only 2 clubs out here. So you're either gonna go over here to 28 West, or you're going to go over here to some other spot. You're going to go over here. Y'all going to see each other. Y'all going to keep bumping into each other. You're going to both be trying to go to the mall to get some clothes from Against All Odds or whatever, go to Jimmy Jazz, and y'all going to have beef on site.
So what can we do? I mean, as media as well as people, to kind of encourage people to claim where they from instead of trying to claim like...
Call them out. Call them out.
So you actually encourage that?
What, calling them out? Hell yeah. If they say where they from, if they say they from Brooklyn, where at? What part? Where you from? What block? Who you know over there? Like, on some real shit. Because a lot of them, they just say it and like they was born there. Like, I was born in Brooklyn. I'll say Brooklyn all day. But I'll also tell you 845. I say that in one of my songs. Live from 845, my son, the livest one. Yes, 845. That's what raised me. I was born in Brooklyn. I lived in a bunch of different states, but 845 raised me. Every single thing that I learned, all where I was rapping, where I was battling people, that was 845. That wasn't nowhere else. Everywhere else, they just heard my music. That's it. Right now, I live in Rhode Island. They just hear that I rap. But every time that I'm actually doing stuff, where I started my business, where I started doing shows, where I started coming out here to do shows and stuff, I was in 845. I was living in Sullivan County or living in Middletown, living in Monticello, Lock Sheldrake area. That's where I was at. Like, I can't claim Brooklyn that heavy. I know Flatbush, but I ain't going to be able to tell you no exact street, nothing like that. I know the areas because I'm from here. I was born in Brooklyn. My family live out here heavy. You feel me? My family live in Brooklyn. They live in Queens. They live all throughout the city. So I know the city. But I'm not going to claim nothing else. I'm not going to be claiming somewhere just so I could sound more tough. Like my brother Bleak, he's from Wyandanch. You feel me? And
Long Island.
Yeah, Wyandanch, Long Island. He don't claim nothing else. Long Island, everything. Strong Island, stand up. Wyandanch, nothing else. He ain't going to claim nothing else. That's where he's from. He could come out his mouth and let people rock when they think he's from Brooklyn. He's from Long Island, from Wyandanch. Bleed the Warriors green, like he say. My boy Tiki, he's from White Plains. He don't claim nothing else. We claim where we from. Tyler claims Monticello, hard body. That's where he's from. That's where he claims. I got my other dude. So I'm going to mention a couple other artists now. My dude Dritty. That's my boy. We call him Bobby or Dritty. That's his rap name is Dritty, but we call him Bobby too. Homeboy there, he's from freaking Ossining. Claim it. Hard body.
Ossining where the jail is?
Yeah, that's where he's from.
Okay.
He's from out in Ossining. He claims it. Hard body. You ain't going to hear him coming out his mouth like he's from Brooklyn. No. Ossining. That's when you're real, that's what you'll say. But a lot of people nowadays, they not real about nothing. Like, they claiming fake gangs. You're not really a gang member. You just claiming this.
Snitch 9.
Snitch 9, like I dropped the song about. You feel me? You're not really banging. You just claiming it. You're not really in the streets. You just saying it. You're not really doing what you're actually talking about. And like, I'm not going to say that every single thing I say in a song I've personally done, but I've at least been around it. I've been there. I've been right here next to it. Y'all ain't even from it. Y'all talking Brooklyn stuff and y'all not from Brooklyn. Y'all don't live in Brooklyn. Never have lived in Brooklyn. Coming out talking about Queens when you grew up from elementary school in Ellenville. Like, yo, the only rappers that you messing with is out in the Bronx, but you're from Newburgh your whole life. Why? Why lie? Why not be real about it? And the only time you want to claim the 845 is to say that you're the best nigga out there. When there's a million rappers out here. We all rap out here. I got some dudes who I know who live out in the 845 and they claim Brooklyn, but that's because they grew up in Brooklyn and moved to the 845. Like, I got my homeboy Breeze. He moved to the 845. He moved to Middletown. He's from Brooklyn and he moved to Middletown in high school. That's understandable. You could claim Brooklyn. You bounce back and forth all the time.
Yeah.
But dudes who I knew you since kindergarten, fam. Why you claiming Brooklyn? Why you saying you from Brooklyn?
No, of course. And then it also goes back to like what me and Ved were kind of talking about on the side, you know, because everyone wants to be claiming places they don't want to, that they're not from. Mm-hmm. People want to claim that they are hot shots in certain industries when they're not.
Yeah.
And they act like they walk around like their shit don't smell. And it's just like this industry, yes, it's rough. But why are you going around kind of instigating and making this industry could be collaborative? At least in New York.
The real is this industry is extremely collaborative outside of New York.
Yeah, outside of New York, but had New York caught up to the real, then the industry here would be fine.
New York's problem is that they want to be Hollywood. Everybody out here
but you
thinks
can't
they're
be
a
LA.
star. But they automatically think they're a star by themselves. When, even if you look at them, ain't none of these dudes shooting a music video where they're by themselves. You got a whole crew of people behind you. But you want to say that you're by yourself. You on your dolly tip. Like, you ain't nobody with you in this. Ain't nobody doing this with you. Yeah. You have a whole crew of artists with you. You have a whole crew of people that grew up around you. People that live with you. If you're a rapper from out here, I know you know at least 15 other rappers. Why ain't they on with you? You only got 2 people? And then you want to go everywhere by yourself and swear to God that you the most gangster, the most toughest, the most baddest person in the world to ever walk the block. And then when something happens to you, we all supposed to just be sad. It's how you show yourself. When you showcase yourself like you're this person that you're not, the world does see you as that. And then once something happens to you, now everybody want to talk about the real you. Everybody want to go into details about your life. Like, I was just hearing this on the radio on my way here, and they was talking about Pop Smoke. R.I.P. Yeah. It really hurts me because homeboy is only 20 years old. You feel me? He was only 20 years old.
Isn't it true though? He put up his location.
That don't even matter.
I think it was a setup. In all honesty,
yo, on some real stuff, nobody robbed him. They didn't rob his house.
No, they just killed him.
Exactly. So
but here's the thing. But if the call came from New York,
personal. Him getting killed was personal. I don't even want to go into no details about it because I don't know, and I don't know him. Mm-hmm. But I know people like that, and I know what happens to people like that. Yeah. You feel me? I don't know him personally. Rest in peace, him. I hope his family could be able to like come to terms with this and be good, because that's really messed up because he barely made it. I'm actually writing a song right now that's inspired by that and inspired by him, because like it really hurt me. Like, all these young rappers dying hurts because I'm not that old. They not too far behind my age. They around my age or my brother's age. Or I get that, right? Age.
But here's the thing too. Like, yeah, like I felt bad. I cried when Mac Miller died. Yeah. Because that was some serious shit, right? Even when XXXTentacion, he got killed, right? Yeah. I kind of felt the way, right? But you can't tell me to feel no type of way when fucking Juice WRLD popped those pills just to hide it from the cops. You could have flushed all those shits.
Yo, honestly, I feel bad about all their deaths because of their age. You feel me? I
feel bad for the age.
But none of them...